Capricorn Sun Signs. The world doesn't turn without your approval. What is Capricorn? Capricorn is the sign of Saturn, and Saturn is the grandfather, the old, wise, been there, done that, fountain of advice. And it's not always what you want to hear, because Capricorns are going to tell you the truth. Capricorns are going to not sugarcoat anything. And what is the sun? Well, the sun is also a father figure, but it's more in regards to ego. So when Capricorn and the sun are aligned, then you're going to find somebody whose ego and whose work and whose masculine side is very practical and responsible and wants to reach out and help people. In this lifetime, Capricorns are working to increase their sphere of influence. So a lot of Capricorns will seek out ways in business or in industry to become more powerful. A Capricorn takes everything seriously. They have the weight of the world on their shoulders. This is the one sign you can always count on if something needs to get done. If you look at a family unit and there's a Capricorn in it, you'll notice that everybody depends on them. Everyone is kind of circling around them because they are the leader. They are Earth and a cardinal sign. A cardinal wants to be first. So that means a Capricorn knows how to get everybody all together, like little ducks in a row, and charge forward. I like to call him the boss or the general. A lot of Capricorns, obviously, are executives. Capricorn is an executive position. It takes itself very seriously. They believe in service, and it's not service like washing someone's feet and taking out the trash, but it's service like getting the world organized. Like they'll see a problem and then they will get everybody on board to do what they do best. And the Capricorn, well, they'll just sit back and be the executive, making everything happen. I heard a funny story once. There was a very famous film producer and he was sitting and it looked very kicked back, like he wasn't really that busy. And so somebody had the guts to say, so what do you actually do? And that producer said, look, if you see me on set actually doing something, then you know I haven't done my job. My job is to make everything run smoothly. And that's the world of Capricorn. They are the organizer. They aren't necessarily the person that, like a Virgo, wants to get their hands dirty and do all the grunt work. They want to get everybody in the job that they do best. So sometimes with certain positions, I think of like a movie or TV show that makes me think of it. And with Capricorn Sun, I think of the movie Remains of the Day, which is funny because most people don't even know what I'm talking about because it's like an old film. But I think Capricorns would know, maybe, because it's a classic. In Remains of the Day, Anthony Hopkins plays a butler who takes his job very seriously. He tells everyone what to do, and his level of perfection is so high that no one can live up to his standards, even his own father. And this woman comes into his life, and at first she rubs him the wrong way. But then as time goes on, he realizes she's the only person that can actually live up to his standards. He falls in love with her. Of course he does. Because if you want to impress a Capricorn, do your job and do it well. But alas, there's a sad side to Capricorns, our little goats running up the mountain. And that is, it's lonely on top. Capricorns are so serious and so hard on themselves that they get very lonely. A lot of people don't think about it. They think, oh, wouldn't it be great to be the boss? And wouldn't it be great to just tell everyone off? But the truth of it is, as Capricorns know, it is lonely on top. Power comes with a price. While you guys might be made to be the kings and queens of Earth, because Capricorn is the oldest of the Earth signs, that doesn't mean that life is going to be perfect in your kingdom. A lot of people don't want someone to tell them what to do. They're going to give you a lot of flack for trying to make things run well in life. They're going to think that your intentions are for control and power and not for their well-being. People don't like to be told what to do. When I think of Capricorns, I think of the British culture. Going back to Remains of the Day, it stars Anthony Hopkins, who is British, and also a Capricorn. Because all Capricorns have that kind of stiff upper lip. There's a nobility to them. They want to take the higher road. They don't want to just win at all costs. They want to win with dignity. Capricorns also suffer from holding in their emotion because they're an earth sign, and also because they feel that their responsibility is to be the boss. They have to hold back their emotion. And over time, this is going to be a huge weight, like an anchor pulling at them. Capricorns out there, make sure you have some friends that you can confide in, because as all of that emotion builds up and it has no place to go, it can be just pure misery. It's not enough to just surround yourself with people that need you. You have to surround yourself with people that are strong, that can actually help you. I know. Ew. There's nothing worse for a Capricorn than hearing that they might need help with something. You are all powerful. You could do anything, right? Psh. So one piece of advice for you Capricorns out there: When you're trying to reach a goal, every Capricorn knows that it's a step-by-step process, and you have to follow those steps and you have to see it through and you have to persevere, because Capricorns are amazing with patience. However, in love, it doesn't always go that way. It's not always cut and dry, clean, and exactly orderly. Love is messy. If you want to show somebody that you really care, don't put them in a box. Don't push people away, especially people that you love. Show them that you love them unconditionally. You don't need to control them. You don't need to have them do as you order them, but you love them just for who they are. Now, are Capricorns pessimists or realists? I think that depends on your point of view. A lot of the other signs might see you as a pessimist, but probably your fellow Capricorns will see you as a realist, because you are an earth sign. You're grounded. You don't believe in highfalutin dreams and aspirations without the hard work. Hard work is everything to you guys. When other people say that they want something and they're not willing to fight for it, you do not respect that, because you think that it's completely foolish. You have to work for what you want. Step by step, it's the climb, it's the mountain. And that's part of what life is about. You always want to keep yourself busy with some kind of goal. It stimulates your mind and your soul. One of my favorite things about Capricorns is their sense of humor. You wouldn't expect them to be funny, which is almost why that's why they are so funny. They are so dry and they play the straight man so well. I'm thinking Rowan Atkinson, who plays Mr. Bean. And that is exactly the kind of humor you're gonna get with a Capricorn. They'll just be like completely deadpan, say something off the cuff. Is that really coming from you? Yes, Capricorns are hilarious. You Capricorns also want to put forth a sense of success and wealth. Your house, the way you present yourself, the way you dress, the way you talk. Your clothes need to be the right label and the right brand. You want everything to be sleek and tailored, because the way you dress and the way you approach life is how things are going to turn out, right? Capricorns make great CEOs, business managers, teachers, positions of authority, things dealing with management. But there's also a great many Capricorns that are in creative fields because they have such a strong desire to succeed that they will just push forward until they get there. Even though it's an earth sign, so it's feminine, it's called the father because it's the opposite sign of Cancer, who's the mother. There's this stern, tough love to a Capricorn. If you have a mother who's a Capricorn, you're gonna know where she stands on everything, and you're gonna know exactly what she wants from you. And you better not fail, because that tough love is her way of showing you that she cares. She knows the world is a rough place. She knows that dreams are not enough to get you there. She wants to teach you hard work, discipline, perseverance. Oh, Capricorns, if only you could learn to just relax. Actually, it's not true. Some Capricorns do know how to relax, but if you have children, they probably think you never relax because you're so harsh with them. If you're looking to be in a relationship with a Capricorn, here's some advice. On the outside, they seem like they have everything going for them. They don't need anyone, but they do. So if you love a Capricorn, be there for them. Prove your love through persistence and time. It's not going to happen overnight because Capricorns are not flighty. They're not spontaneous. A love affair with them is going to take a lot of time for you to prove yourself. They're looking for someone who's real, who's not just a talker or a charmer. Some Capricorns, when they're young, they are so serious that it seems like they don't have a childhood. So for parents of Capricorns, I would really recommend to try to bring out their youthful side. It's difficult, but just keep trying. On one side, they're a lot easier to take care of as children because they're so serious and they pretty much take care of themselves. But on the other side, this can lead to depression and loneliness. So try to pull them out of their seriousness. Get them to play. I think for Capricorn kids to be around animals to pull that life and youthfulness out of them. You guys do have the weight of the world on your shoulders, like Atlas holding the world. You know that you're meant for a destiny of great power and authority, but also there's a time to laugh and relax. Remember that people's decisions are their own. No matter how much influence you've put towards something, it doesn't mean that ultimately it's in your hands. So if you're feeling stressed, try to differentiate between things that are in your control and things that aren't. Often, things that are out of your control, you are holding yourself responsible for. All right, Capricorns, hope you enjoyed my take. We'll see you guys next time for Aquarius.